Right, well here I am, anchored just next to Hat Head, protected little cove here from the southerly swell. There's a bit of, there's a few lumps coming in, but it's going to be a bit of a rolly night probably, but nothing that is going to stop me from sleeping, I don't think. Anyway, so this morning, yeah, we left at Sparrow's Fart. I think it was about 7:45 from Port Macquarie. I basically just needed to be able to see the water before I left, because obviously the tricky harbour entrance exit. So once I got outside the shallows, put the sails up, and yeah, ripped along for a while. I was doing 6-7 knots, and I could have kept that up all day, but it couldn't. So yeah, around about the middle of the day, it was forecast to swing around to the south and then more to the southeast. It just basically died. So yeah, I did motor the last probably 4 or 5 miles, nautical miles, to find myself here in this anchorage. So yeah, quite a few whales today. Saw lots of tails going up. I haven't seen one breaching close up yet, so that's something to look forward to. But yeah, lots of, must look up what they're called, spouts. Yeah, when they breathe out, obviously. I'm sure it's got a better name than Darcy Blows. But yeah, it's yeah, plenty of them around, so that's really exciting. Love that. So anyway, this is what's happened today. See it out there? Nothingness. Now, that's the nice thing about traveling around in a yacht, because, oh, look on the other side, bright city lights. We move away from those whenever we want. Good morning. It's about 6:45, I think. 6:44. Sorry, my bad. Just heading out of Port Macquarie now. So it's the sun's not up yet. Just trying to get a jump on today. Motoring towards the entrance to the channel here. Looking all right from here at the moment. Expecting a light breeze from behind. Yeah, so let's see how today goes. Yeah, still fighting the residual incoming tide. It should be slackening soon. Yeah, amazing sunrise starting up over here. These are the colourful stones that we saw yesterday on our walk. Well, my walk, you saw it maybe. Yeah, and all the people out for their morning constitutional. Looks like there's a catamaran coming up behind me too, so let's see where they're going today. So getting nearer the channel, you can see if you look there are some swells coming round on the starboard right hand side. So as we go out, we'll be veering off towards our left, so avoid that like the plague. Oh, and look at that sunrise. Well, look who's out here to greet us. That's sunrise right off the north breakwater. Beautiful. Perfect time to be getting out. Okay, so if you saw my video from yesterday, I showed you the indicator basically for going down the channel. That works a bit like aircraft landing VASI's, visual assisted slope indicator. That obviously works in the vertical realm. This works in the horizontal. Okay, so we're showing green at the moment because we're still on the right hand side coming into the channel. Whoops, can't hold it straight. So yeah, it's a bit hard to see because the sun's shining on it now. And there we go, Town Beach off the South Breakwater. So shaping up to be a beautiful morning. And yeah, let's hope the wind is in our favour as forecast. And the North Breakwater. Yeah, slowly overhauling them for some rather strange reason, but anyway, I'll take it. Okay, well, yeah, I got past them. They look like they've turned in a bit now, so just keeping an eye on that, but now I'm ahead of them, so a little bit more relaxing. just didn't go below and get anything in case I turn into them. Anyway, they're doing whatever they're doing. Maybe they're coming around to take my wind. Who knows? Okay, so they came in around behind my stern, and here we are getting closer to Point Plomer. So wind's died back a bit, but still we are chugging along okay. Okay, here we are at Queen's Head. Now this whole thing is Queen's Head. That piece out there is Point Plomer. So nice little spot. It's weird. It's like the sea is at its most frightening when it comes into contact with land. Otherwise, it's just fairly pleasant. But yeah, when you see the power behind the waves going on there, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the middle of that. In Point Plomer, I think we're pushing the current here a little bit, and the wind died off a bit too. So anyway, moving along slowly. And here we are at Big Hill Point. There's the funny, isn't it? The ability to name stuff is wasted on some people. I mean, seriously? Big Hill Point. Anyway, tracking along nicely at 4 knots. So yeah, quite happy with that. I took a more coastly route, closer to the coast, just to try and avoid the Eastern Australian current. Tracking along nicely, beautiful day. And we're now up to Green Islet. Just looking back to where we've come from. Yeah, I think that hill over there, I wonder if that's still North Brother from Laurelton. Well, probably still is in Laurelton. Anyway, beautiful day still. And here we are adjacent to Big Nobby. Swinging around the coast here, and in the distance we can see Hat Head right there. Well, it looks a bit like the wind's gone off on its lunch break. It's a little bit glassy out here right now. It's supposed to swing around to the south, so let's see. Whales! I only managed to capture a few out of the many that I see. Well, I've had to relent. The wind has gone down, no sign of it coming up again, so I'm on the motor. I don't know if you saw that, but there's whales just over here. You see the spray every now and then. Of course, once I focus on them, you won't, but there we go. Irishy blues. Yeah, there's been a few around me, which was nice. Yeah, makes up for the lack of fast sailing. But now here's a race. So that's Hat Head just up ahead there. I just want to get around the corner. Tuckerin, was a new word for your vocabulary. Yeah, tuck in behind that and anchor for the night. Look at that, those beautiful blue hills in the distance. Nice. Getting closer, cheating on the motor. Doing just about 3.7 knots at the moment. Okay, so we're creeping up on it. Kemp's Corner in the foreground, the first point, and then Hat Head, pyramid-shaped rock, hill, whatever you want to call it. Hat Head, shoe foot, hand glove, I'm not quite sure. Okay, now here we have Kemp's Corner, and getting closer to Hat Head. Cruising it along at about 3.8. I've actually got the mainsail up still. Doing a bit of motor cruising because the actual forward motion of the boat creates a bit of an aerodynamic effect on the sail, even if there's little to no wind. So we're getting a little bit of something out of that at least anyway. Coming up on Hat Head. And Hat Head Gap. Oh my god, that's easy to say, isn't it? Hat Head Gap. There we go. Just coming around Hat Head. Up ahead in the distance you can see Southwest Rocks. On the other side of that is Trial Bay. In the ideal world I would have liked to have gotten that far today, and if this morning had kept on going a bit longer I might have done it, but that's okay. We'll come in to Hat Head for the night. On Korogoro Point, we'll do a left turn into the bay after that. Quite a confused sea here as it basically bounces off the cliffs. Lucky this well is not great. Anyway, not far to go. Okay, hat head down to Corogoro Point. Don't think we'll cut the corner here. We'll just let those waves do whatever they're going to do. And we'll go around the corner and hit some sheltered water. There goes our friend the beeper again. We'll be coming around the point. There we go. Looks like a nice little bay in there. Lovely. Much nicer knot and silhouette. And inside of Corogoro, some guys up there doing something. They've got a lot of gear around. Surfing possibly, maybe they jump in and surf out of there. Anyway, wending our way towards the sandy beach down the end here. Alright, all sails are down. Not tied it away yet, I'm just inching my way into the anchorage spot. Should be just up ahead here, so yeah, so far so good. Well, I am anchored here in Hat Head. I'm sure it's probably got a different name and I should look it up. And just looking back at the beach there, I don't think I'll bother going in, it's quite a way. And I think I'm just going to stay here overnight. It's looking a bit ominous in the west there. Yes, I mean, if I'd had a good run all day, I would have made it up to Trial Bay, which is just on the other side of that hill. But yeah, if I pushed it through now, basically I'd be getting there in the dark, and I don't feel like doing that. Anyway, a good day.